Alrighty, so this is what our banana bread loaves are looking like.
Welcome again to Cliffy's Kitchen, friends. It's a pleasure having you as usual. Of course, today we have something very special for you, and so guess what? We're going to ask you to just stay the course with us as you always have. Before we go any further though, just want to remind you to do the usual thing. Like the video, share it with your friends, and more than anything else, if you have not done so as yet, please subscribe. In this way you continue to give us your loyal support, and we appreciate it so much. To make this lovely banana bread today, I'm going to ask you to join Julian, my daughter. She is the one in charge of taking you through the various steps of giving you that yummy tasting banana bread.
So as was mentioned before, today we're going to be making banana bread. It's a very quick, simple, and delicious dessert that you can have with anything. So here are the ingredients that we're going to be using. So back here in this bowl we have flour. That's 4 cups of flour. I also have 8 bananas that I crushed. These are overripe bananas, and how you know they're overripe is that they were all freckled almost to the point of being black. So I have 8 of them here that I mashed out. I have 4 eggs, room temperature. I'm going to be using 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I have 1.5 cup of light brown sugar. I'm going to be using 2/3 cup of sour cream. I have 1 cup of butter, also room temperature. In this bowl here, I have 1 teaspoon cinnamon, ½ teaspoon salt. I also have 2 teaspoons of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of mixed spice. And lastly right here, I have a ½ cup of raisins along with 1 cup of chopped pecans. So the first step that we're going to take is to combine all of our dry ingredients. So here I have this container. I'm going to just quickly whisk these together before I add them to the flour. Just dump it all in and then whisk them into the flour. And the more you whisk at this point, your batter, the end result will come out very fluffy. So don't be afraid to, get in there and whisk everything together. We're incorporating air into our mixture by doing this. So the second step that we're going to do is to cream our butter and sugar. So I'm going to add my butter to my mixer. Again, it's room temperature to make sure that it mixes out properly. So let's get everything in there. And of course you can use a handheld mixer or even a wooden spoon to cream your butter and your sugar. It all depends on what you have available to you. Now I'm going to take my sugar and add to my mixer. I'm gonna let this beat for about 2 minutes on high, and that will get everything all combined.
If you haven't done so already, please remember to stay in touch with our social media pages, our Facebook, our Instagram. There you can see all what we have been uploading, and I'm sure you will love what you see.
So every now and then you need to stop your mixer from creaming and scrape down the sides of the bowl. This will ensure that everything is being incorporated. So you're going to scrape down the bowl and you're going to scrape down the paddle attachment. When you've scraped it down, then you start it back. Alrighty, so my mixture is all creamed together well. I'm gonna go ahead and add in the rest of my ingredients, my sour cream. Again, you can reference back to the beginning when I was listing out the ingredients to see the amounts that I'm using. And I'm also going to put in my banana at this time. All of the banana. And then I'm going to start my mixer again. Let that cream some more, and then I'm going to add my eggs. At this point, I'm going to add in my vanilla. We had said that was 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Might add just a little bit more. 1, 2, and just a little more. I'm also going to drop in 1 egg. And when this 1 egg beats out completely, then I'm going to add another. And each time that the egg beats out, then I'll add another and another until all 4 are combined. Now that we have our eggs incorporated, I'm going to go ahead and add our dry ingredients. That's what we had whisked together earlier. So the flour, the baking soda, the salt, and the spices. So when you get all of that dry ingredients in your mixture, then we're going to start the mixer again on low speed until everything is combined. We don't want any flour pockets, but we also don't want to overmix or batter. So let me just add everything in. Okay. We're gonna run this on low. Now that everything has been mixed, incorporated, or dry and wet ingredients, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect my mixer, scrape everything down so that we can add in our nuts and raisins. So this is what our batter is looking like. I added the raisins and the chopped pecans, and I'm just going to fold these in. And we're folding them in gently because we don't want to overwork our batter. That would cause the mixture to come out very tough and not pleasant to eat. So we're just folding it in enough that everything is incorporated like that, and then you're good. I'm going to go and prepare my pans to put my batter in the oven now. So as I mentioned before, I went ahead and I greased my pans with some butter, and these are 2 9x5 inch pans. I'm going to go ahead and pour my batter in the pans now, and we don't want to fill the pans too much because then our loaf will overflow. We don't want that. So let's see, just about 3/4 weight would be fine. So that looks about right. You want to smooth it out. That will allow enough space for the cakes to rise. So that's the first one. I'm going to fill the second one. I preheated my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and they're going to be baking for about an hour. I'll test it while it's baking or closer to that hour mark with a toothpick. If the toothpick comes out dry or not wet, then I know my banana breads are ready to come out. Alrighty, so this is what our banana bread loaves are looking like after an hour in the oven. Exactly an hour. They're cooked through. I'm gonna remove them from the pan and cut into one of them so that we can see the consistency. So if you notice the color that we have, this is going right around the banana bread. Perfect, that's what we're looking for. Let's cut into it now. Okay. Perfect.
Thanks so much for watching our banana bread video, guys, to the end.
And if you've made it this far, we're gonna ask you to remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Don't forget as well to turn on the post notifications so you get notified when a new video is dropped.